Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate ya. Me, myself, and I always say we, y'all. I always say we appreciate you like it's a whole bunch of people over here. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you for real for being here. It's so much going on. Oh my God. We got to talk about it. Some love and marriage Huntsville BS. We got to get into that. Carlos, your ass is mine today. I just want you to know it. A few cast members as well. It's gonna be like a drag type of situation this morning because I got to address some things, some people. Yeah, we got to talk about it, y'all. I woke up a little irritated about it this morning because I said, well, damn, there's so much going on. But good morning, and good morning. All right. Hopefully you guys got your coffee and your tea and you're getting or got where you need to be this morning safely. All right. I appreciate you all waking up with me. I am Caramel Rail. This is the Caramel Rail Show. Thank you. All right. Happy Thursday to everybody. All right. Happy Thursday. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. I got so much on my mind this morning. Yeah, they say your ass is mine today. Yes, honey. Your ass is mine and I'm the damn lawnmower, honey. I'm about to cut some ass. Y'all hear me? We ain't talking about no grass. I'm cutting some ass this morning. All right. Yes, we are, but let's get the other business out the way first because y'all know I don't like to start out hollering. Say yes, Caramel. Y'all be juicing me up to be in here acting a fool. It's off, y'all. I promise. Okay, y'all be juicing me up, even though I want to be, like calm down. And y'all be like, no, Caramel, go off on their ass. So I gotta go off since y'all be telling me to go off. They said, Caramel, I was ready. So I was ready this morning. Says I knew you was going. Oh, baby. You knew it. And you knew when I heard that, and I've been up reading stuff and looking at videos. I was like, oh, no, baby. Let me hurry up. I said, Lord, please let it hurry up and get here and be 8 o'clock, honey, so I can get on my computer and go off, honey, on these people because they are doing the absolute freaking most. But we're going to get into it, honey. I'm going to save them to last because I don't like to do all my hollering until the end, honey, because y'all know my voice is already I'm Lou Rawls in here this morning. All right. You'll never find, hold on, another love like mine. Yeah, we in tune. All right, let's get into it, child. And I told you my voice is deep, baby. We are Lou Rawls this morning, baby. So don't be on it. Some Caramel voice is deep. Somebody else said, Wanda said, Caramel got a deep voice. Bitch, I'm sick. Okay, I'm sick. Just a little bit. So my voice gonna be a little sick. All right. Damn. Can a bitch be sick from time to time? Shit. All right. Can a bitch be sick sometimes? Oh, I'm only human. Good morning. All right, let's get into our first topic of the day. First topic of the day, honey. Jamie Foxx allegedly has a child out here, honey. And well, he ain't really a child. He's a grown-ass man. But his biological son says that he is homeless, and Jamie Foxx will not talk to him, y'all. Y'all hear this? He kind of favors Jamie a little bit, too. Let's get into it. I hope this ain't no bullshit. Now, do we need to call Mari and get a go ahead and get a paternity test done? You know, Destiny, what doctor you went to when you got your 3 paternity tests done for your child? Destiny, let me talk to you this morning because I'm petty. I don't give a hot damn. Everybody catching strays this morning, okay? Destiny, what doctor you went to when you got your 3 paternity tests done for your child? Yeah, what doctor you went to? Who did your paternity test? Because I heard you had 3. Let me know, girl. Let me know. Because we're trying to get Jamie Foxx's son some help here. All right. Because we know you got it on the low because you ain't got no money like that. But let me know, girl. CamelRail75gmail.com. All right. Let's get into this.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I ain't seen my dad in 3 years. He never supported my dream. I always too busy. When I come up with ideas, he never. We went and took pictures at the red carpet. That's my last time seeing him. It been like 3 years, if I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad don't care nothing about me. He got me out here homeless. Jamie Foxx, does everybody know him? Yeah, he got me out here like real down bad. And then trying to deny me. That's the crazy part. And don't care nothing about my mama. I don't understand, dude. Like, y'all be caught up in all these celebrities. These celebs ain't what you think they are. These celebrities ain't what you think they are. Like, real talk. Like, dude got me out here. I'm living in my car, man. I've been living in my car for 2 years. trying to make it. I'm not an actor like my dad. I'm not on TV like him. I'm trying to, I got problems of my own, and I got kids of my own. I don't have no help with nothing. And I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth and was left. So I'm just not learning how to get out the mud for myself. I can't depend on him. I cannot.
Let me pause. If you got, all right, so if you kind of look at it, they do have the same nose. I'm just looking at features. I'm in my grandma paternity test mode, because y'all know grandmas don't do no real paternity test. They just look at the child, be like, ears, nose, that's your child. I'm just looking at him, and I'm like, he does have some features of Jamie Foxx. Like, could this be like a mere coincidence, or like, what is going on here? Like, is this really your daddy? Like, we need a paternity test, get a paternity test, come back, and be like, you know what, look, I told y'all this is my damn daddy. Then go into the story. See, when people just hop on the internet, because we've seen a lot of this happening. We saw this with Jay-Z. This guy came out and said that Jay-Z was his dad because he favored Jay-Z. We've seen this and so many other celebrities out here where people claim celebrities and saying that that's their parent, and their parent is not helping them and, bad-mouthing them. And I'm not saying that this is not the case, but what I am saying is it kind of makes it unbelievable, or hard for people to believe, rather, when you just bust out and say, oh, I'm living in my car, Jamie Foxx is my dad. Well, what proof do you have? Because people who don't know you just think that you're clout chasing. My people in my chat think that. I'm looking at the comments right now. People kind of think you clout chasing when you be on that. My thing is, he ain't make you homeless. He ain't make you do anything. Like, how would you survive if your dad was not famous? We talked about this yesterday. People who automatically think that family members should just be famous and get the money when you get it too. When you become famous, they think, oh, well, I'm famous too. You a millionaire? Well, shit, I'm a millionaire. Well, we're a millionaire. That's how they look at it. We're a millionaire. No, daddy is in movies. You ain't in no movies. Go and get a regular 9 to 5, baby. You don't have to be homeless. It's a choice. You're sleeping in your car because you want to. You're not disabled, which means you can get a job. So what we need you to do, and what we're asking you to do, get your ass up, go and apply for some jobs, and get to work. Okay, get to work. Trump said the federal workers can't even be at home no more. So if their asses got to go in the office, so do you. My ass about to go in the office too, soon. I'm about to go in the office soon. I know a few of my haters are going to be happy to see that shit. Cameron, we haven't seen you in the car lately. Well, bitch, you will get to see me, okay? Yeah, going to my career, all right? But back to you, sir. What we were saying is that we need you to go and get a job so that you can stop hopping on the internet and having this sob story of your daddy and putting you on red carpets and giving you the lifestyle that he has. You're a grown-ass man. Now, if he wants to do that, he can. Does it look bad if he chooses not to, like, help you kind of get on your feet just a little bit? Kind of, sort of, yeah. Because he does have the means to do it. Like, his other children are doing well. He keeps his other children, the light skin was the one, this color right here. He keep them on the red carpets. He keep them close, child. You see his children. Them children you see. But the ones like this, I don't know if it's a color struck thing. I don't know. Now, if you're his dad, if he is your dad, that's kind of fucked up a little bit, okay? Because he could give you a few $100s to be like, look, go down there and get your apartment, get on your feet, go get a job, boom, that's it. I ain't gonna keep paying for your shit. You're a grown ass man, doing, help you get on your feet a little bit, and then you go on and do what you got to do. I mean, even baby birds got to fly, bitch. The mama pushed their ass right up out of that damn nest, and if they ass don't get the flapping, bitch, it's for their ass. Am I wrong or am I? I'm just saying, baby birds gotta fly, bitch. You gotta fly. He push your ass out the nest. That's what the mama bird do. Like, look, get your ass out here. All right, now I've been going and looking for worms for y'all ass. What is this? 2 weeks now? Get your ass out here. You better get the flapping, bitch. You better get the flapping. And yeah, you better get the flapping. Jamie, if that's your son, help him get on his feet a little bit, but let him, baby, get the flapping. All right. It's time out for people sitting on their ass and thinking that other people got to take care of them. All right. Trump is in office. We got this motherfucker in there for 4 years. We don't know what's going to come of this. At the end of the day, everybody got to pull their weight around this biatch. All right. Everybody, including you. That's everybody watching me. All right. So let's continue to let him tell us his sob story.
I can't depend on him. Y'all stop looking up to these celebrities.
All right.
Y'all gotta stop. These celebrities ain't nothing. These famous people you see, you just making them more richer. Whatever you watching on TV, if you poor, you shouldn't be.
See, that's why you might need to want to go back to school and get you a trade and take a few English classes. And this is gonna make you more richer. So you might
be having time to be watching TV, making other people richer. These people don't even care about their own family. You understand? They don't. Yeah. I ain't been in the spotlight. Everybody been wandering around, like, trying to figure out where I'm at and what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing? I'm living in my car. And I'm sick. It's the wintertime. I have nowhere to stay. I can't call him. But you think he a good person.
So is he the only person in your family that can reach out and help you? Where's your mother? Do you have any siblings? Do you have any aunts, cousins, grandma? You know, big mama let you come stay over there a little bit. If you help out around the house, take the trash out till you get on your feet a little bit, big mama let you stay there for a little bit. But big mama gonna be like, look, after a few weeks, you better get your ass out there and go get a fucking job. You ain't gonna stay over here eating up my ham hocks, greens, potato salad, yams and shit. You gotta get a job so we can get some more yams and potato salad up in this bitch. You gotta pull your weight. But that's bottom line. This job.
From the TV shows you used to watch back in the day with your mama. These people ain't what you think they are. This coming out of my mouth. This coming out of his son's mouth. You understand that? I want y'all to remember, looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving. Don't forget. Looks can be deceiving. And I don't care if this go all across the internet. I don't care if this go viral over the whole world.
Yeah, you do.
I don't care.
You do. You do, because that's why you went live. You went live because you wanted to go viral. You want everybody with the internet to see this shit so that you can make Jamie look bad for not giving you a handout. You want people to see it. You do care. Or you wouldn't have pressed your button to go live. Let's continue.
These celebrities don't care nothing about their family, y'all. They selfish. They do a lot of weird things. I'm gonna let it be known. I'm finna let it be known. I don't care if I gotta go on do interviews about it. I'm gonna let it be known.
Interviews. All right.
Forget these celebrities, dog. They so selfish. They don't get back to nobody. Who cares about celebs anymore? Man, they got Jamie got his own son out here. As y'all know him, Jamie Foxx got his own son out here, homeless. Yeah, I ain't talked to my dad in 3 years. 3.
2 years.
I ain't supposed to be living in no car. I'm supposed to have something in the bank account. I was born with a silver spoon, man. It's crazy, man. Real talk. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long on this one, because I got things to do. I gotta make it through my day.
Me too.
I'm gonna check back in and make some more videos so y'all think I'm lying or something.
Are you tired of unreliable phone plans?
Okay, so you said you don't care if it go viral, but then you said I'm gonna come back and make more videos. So it's like you're pushing this narrative because you want it to go viral. I feel like the more you talk about it and the more you say it and the more you throw it in our face that we, I don't know if you want Jamie to see these videos the way you say, look, damn, this is the 5th video. Let me go ahead and get this nigga about $500 so he can shut the fuck up and leave me alone and stop trying to tarnish my image in this damn public. Like, it's giving that. The time that you sitting on your ass making videos about what somebody not giving you, the time you could be at somebody's damn job filling out an application, or you can go on Indeed. Since you on the internet, nigga, go on the internet and pull up Indeed.com and fill out some shit on there. And I'm pretty sure you might get a call back if you got some skills or something like that. Worst case scenario, McDonald's, they'll take you on the spot. Okay, UPS, they need some boxes moved around, I'm steady ordering shit. Go down there to Amazon. I'm on there every day ordering shit. I'm pretty sure you can get a job there because I keep that bitch open the way I order. I'm just saying, I'm trying to shoot you some jobs over there. All right. But anyway, we can stay on that child. I don't care about this no more. Grown people, now if that was a child like you 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. I care then because you a child, but you a grown ass man sitting up there talking about what somebody ain't doing for you. Get the fuck out of here. All right. I don't even care about the paternity test no more. I don't even care. I tried to care. I don't even care no more. All right, let's move on, child. Not donating nothing because you grown. If you disabled, that's different. And I love to help people, but you a grown, able-bodied, I can't. I cannot. All right, so let's get into Trump's stupid ass. Lord God. This bitch right here, it's like every morning I wake up, it's a new level of low. This is the most low vibrationalist, and that's a word I just made up, y'all. Just work with me. I know. I went to school and everything. Y'all know sometimes I make up words. Just work with me. This is the most low vibrationalist bitch I have ever met in my life or have seen. I ain't never met him, and I don't want to meet him. He stay coming up with shit that's just, who cares? Who cares if people have to go back to work? Who cares if you got people who work from home? Why are you trying to push people back to the office? Who cares if the job is getting done? If you're productive at home, okay? Why are you trying to push people back in the office? Shit, we trying to get you out of the office, like all the way out. It's called impeachment. Why do you care with all of the, I said this yesterday, I said it the day before, I'm gonna keep saying it. There are other issues that are more pressing than people being back in the damn office 24/7. Like who the fuck cares? So now Donald Trump is saying that federal workers that don't report to work on February the 6th will be terminated. He says it's unfair to the millions of people in the US who are working hard from the job sites. Who the fuck cares? You have some jobs that do allow you to work from home some days, like my job. Okay, I can work from home. I can work in the office. I have a laptop. I can work anywhere. If I go on vacation, I take my laptop. Whatever I need to do. If I need to log on and look at something, I can do that. Some people have the capability to do that. And I keep going back to when we had COVID. Do you know how many people worked from home that could work from home? I was home for 2.5 years and I was productive and I got done what I need to get done. Zoom meetings, all type, anything I needed to get done, I could get done from home, right here in my office. I'm in my office. I could get all that done right here. Okay. I don't know why it's so pressing for people to be back in the office. And by February 6th, if federal workers are not there, then they don't have a job. That to me is stupid and it's bullshit. But let's hear what this bitch has to say.
We have informed the federal workforce, which they've looked to do for many years, that if they're working for the federal government, they must show up to the office on time and on schedule. We don't want them. We don't want them to work from home because, as everyone knows, most of the time they're not working, they're not very productive. And it's unfair to the millions of people in the United States who are, in fact, working hard from job sites and not from their home. As federal employees, they must meet a high standard. They're representing our government. They're representing our country. If they don't agree by February 6th to show up back to work in their office, they will be terminated, and we will therefore be downscaling our government, which is something that the last 10 presidents have tried very hard to do but failed. Most of the people we're talking about have not been going to their federal offices in many, many years, from even before COVID. But they have nevertheless been paid. Some have worked, some haven't worked, and most of the studies say that some have just gone through the motions. We may ask these people to prove that they didn't have another job during their so-called employment with the United States of America, because if they did, that would be unlawful. As you understand, a lot of people are getting paychecks, but they're actually working other jobs. So they'll have to prove that to us that they weren't. In any event, we're requiring them to show up to work or be terminated. We think a very substantial number of people will not show up to work, and therefore our government will get smaller and more efficient. And that's what we've been looking to do for many, many decades, frankly. We have informed the federal workforce.
Are you serious? This is what you held a press conference for? Where someone actually gets their work done from? Well, who cares? It's so irritating. Why is that the topic of discussion? I don't understand it. We have people that are hungry. We have people that are worried about their benefits being cut. We have other shit that's going on. Who the fuck cares where federal workers are working? You want to chop down every fucking dollar that somebody's making. You have to report all of these things. Bitch, don't you owe taxes that you ain't paid? Let's talk about this shit. While you was out here grabbing women by the coochies, you ain't paid your damn taxes. But you're going to stand behind a podium and tell somebody where they need to go back to work at and what they need to do. Have you ever seen a job in life? You are deporting people, and bitch, your wife is a fucking immigrant. I can't. I want to laugh to keep from snapping on his ass. Okay, I have no respect for this bitch in front of me. I gotta go there. I have no respect for this person. If we can call it a person, I can't. Like for real. These are not pressing issues. Let's get to some issues that are pressing. All right, we just had some people who lost their lives in a fucking crash because someone was driving a fucking plane and somebody was driving a fucking helicopter. Let's get into that shit. I saw this last night and I was in disbelief. Let's get into that. This is a more pressing issue than where a motherfucker go to work at, from home or in the damn office. Who gives a damn? At this point, I sure the hell don't. Let's get into this. It's coming up, child. Oof, Lord, I'm trying to wait to holler to the end, Lord. That's why I had to get on past it, honey, because I ain't ready to holler yet. I ain't ready. All right, so prayers up. There are no survivors expected after the mid-air collision between passenger jet and an Army helicopter, you guys. All right, let's get into it. They're saying this could have been prevented. As you guys can see on my screen, that is the plane that went down. This is so sad. Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. Do I want to read what he got to say? Not really. Let's get into what they're saying, what we know so far, and then we're going to get into other news on this because I do want to talk about it. Some of you may have had loved ones on said plane and or helicopter. This says that the toll update, it says that there are not believed to be any survivors after the mid-air collision between a plane and a military helicopter last night in the Washington, D.C. area. Fire and EMS Chief John A. Donnelly says Thursday, which is today. Now, search efforts, it says that emergency authorities have switched to a recovery effort after the collision between an American Airlines jet carrying 64 people and a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter with 3 soldiers on board near Reagan National Airport. Figure skaters were on there. U.S. figure skaters. It says that several members of the figure skating community were aboard the jet. U.S. figure skating said in a statement. Separately, Russia states news agency said that 2 world champion Russian figure skaters were on that plane. My God. This is a praying time, y'all. I'm going to get to the video. Let's get to that because I do have the video where it actually shows where it, okay. You're just going to see the light. It's not going to be, ain't going to be nothing gruesome. All right. Ain't going to never show nothing gruesome. But let's get into that. Since we're covering it, I pulled several topics so that you guys can see. Pardon me skipping around and clicking. Y'all follow me, okay? All right. American Airlines plane reportedly collides into the helicopter before crashing into the Potomac River. All flights for Reagan National Airport are halted. All right. Let's get into this. My God. Should I put a trigger warning? I will. Let's do it anyway. Even though you're not going to see anything gruesome, I still want to be respectful. Okay. Let's get back to it. All right. Here we go.
Massive of a emergency management response is going on right now. So it's about 9:18 there in the nation's capital. If you're familiar with Reagan, if you're familiar with DCA, you know that parts of the tarmac are right near the Potomac River shore. And that is what we are learning, that confirmed, according to DC Fire, that a small aircraft is down in the Potomac River vicinity of Reagan Airport. Fireboats are on.
Can we please get a likes up, guys, please? We are 492 watching and we have 302 likes that we need. Please, let's get the likes up. For those of you that came in, I appreciate you all being in the chat. Can we please hit the like button so that we can support and keep us in the algorithm, you guys? All right. I've extended my show for you guys because we have a lot to talk about. I would appreciate if you guys would support the video. Okay. Please, let's get the likes up. Please, let's get the likes up if you don't mind.
On the scene. So I want to be very precise with our language here. I'm not entirely sure if that means that this small aircraft is down in the Potomac, fully near the Potomac, or say near the tarmac, near the Potomac at DCA here. So we are working to get all of that confirmed. Those are the questions I have right now, but they did confirm that fireboats are on the scene, and you can see just how massive of a emergency management.
All right, so this is where you're going to see the two collide. Why did one not see the other? Is my thing. You're going to see like a big ball of, y'all see where it collide? Let me go back.
Response.
I mean, hell, it's lights. Do you not see this plane, this big ass plane coming? And then the helicopter, did they have it on auto mode and somebody was either asleep or that's the only thing I can think of. Cause I know in planes, like sometimes they can put it on auto mode. I'm not a pilot, but I just know I've flown a few times and I've seen a few movies and whatnot. But anywho, I know that they could put it on like autopilot to where it just flies by itself. The person could be like distracted, looking at something else, doing something else, maybe not seeing that this plane is or helicopter or whatever is headed towards the actual airplane. And it's weird to me how they didn't go like pull up for it to go up or down. It just literally went straight into the fucking plane. Let's watch again as you guys see the massive light. That's where it collided. Let's go. This shit is weird. It's going straight to it. You guys see it? Just like boom. Look at that. Why do I feel like this sounds like some 9/11 bullshit? That's the first thing that came to my mind when I heard it. And when I saw it, I said, this look like 9/11. Let's look at it again. Like straight to it. That's the same way the 9/11 bullshit did when it went to the building. Just like boom. Like and then you see it go straight down into the river. That is weird. Somebody got to explain this shit. Like, how did this happen? There's the big light. Then you see the plane going down. You see it, and the helicopter as well, both into the lake. That could have taken out, and of course, y'all can see underneath is a bridge that could have taken out an entire bridge, and so many other people could have been unalived. Look at there. You see cars just passing. Had there been a few more miles or so up, it would have come right down on a freaking bridge and taken out so many other people. Shit. Lord, it's a praying time, ain't it? All right. It says the DC Police Department says the MPD is responding to an apparent air crash in the Potomac River. Multiple agencies are responding. Details to come. It says the MPD's helicopter is not involved in the incident and is currently assisting in the multi-agency response. A multi-agency search and rescue operation is underway in the Potomac River after aircraft crash. Updates to follow. All information will follow in this thread. You know that water is like ice cold as well. They didn't snow, but they have snow. Good job. All right, so now I have a video of a man that says that his wife was on this plane. He had just spoke to her. She just told him that they were getting ready to land. He still had a text message that he showed where he had just talked to her to say, hey, babe, we're getting ready to land, da, 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 da. And then this happens. That had to be devastating for him. All right, let's share this. I pulled as much as I could. We're going to get off this in a second. I don't want nobody to be triggered. That's why we have our trigger banner up. All right, let's get into it. It says, man says that his wife was on board American Airlines plane that collided with Army helicopter. He says that I'm just praying that someone is pulling her out of the river right now as we speak. I'm just praying to God. Okay. It's like he's in disbelief. Let's get into it.
I'm just praying that somebody's pulling her out of the river right now as we speak. That's all I can pray for. I'm just praying to God.
When was the last time you spoke with her?
She texted me that they were landing in 20 minutes.
Can you show us a text message that you got from her?
Landing in 20 minutes. The rest of my text did not get delivered. That's when I realized something might be up. I'm just praying that somebody's pulling her out.
So he was texting her, talking to her. She texted him back to say, hey, we're getting ready to land, da, 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 da. He texts her back multiple texts that did not go through. That's because they had already went down. That's crazy as hell. So the last conversation you had with your wife, well, she was coming to see you. She's headed there, getting ready to land. And no, that's some crazy shit. I would hate for that to have, Prayers to this man right here, because I know that has to be devastating. I know he's in total shock and disbelief today as getting that news that his wife, who just texted him to tell him that she is on his way to him, that their plane has gone down. That's the last message that he got from her. So prayers to everybody involved. If you know anybody that was on that plane, if you live in the DC area, prayers, okay? Prayers. It's very cold out. People got snow and all that shit. They pulled out, from my understanding, let me get back to that because I took some notes. They pulled out, from what I saw, 18 bodies were recovered and no survivors. 18 bodies so far have been pulled from the Potomac River, but there are no survivors. Okay, and I'm pretty sure there's more that they're still having to go. Divers are having to go down and look for, because there were so many others that were on this plane and the helicopter as well. So prayers. That's sad. That's sad. Charlie, move on. I don't want to think about it no more. Jesus. All right, let's get into this topic here. This topic here kind of pissed me off a little bit. Let me take my trigger warning matter now. This topic pissed me off a little bit. I am so tired of pick-me women who choose men over their children. This shit has to stop, y'all. Listen, let me tell you something. You carry a child for 9 whole months, and you let a nigga who speak into your ear and pillow talk in your damn ear convince you to leave your children at home unattended, to go and lay up with him, and something happened to your children, the conditions that these children were left in, she should be under the fucking jail. When I saw this, I wanted to talk about it. A mother of 2-year-old girl that passed away after being crushed by a dresser is charged with child neglect, reportedly took her kids' food once a day while she spent time with her boyfriend. This says that the floors and the walls were covered in feces. Let's get into this topic, because we hear about this so much with mothers who neglect their children for a man. This for my man bullshit has to stop. Women, don't ever put a man before your child. I don't care what kind of money he's offering you. I don't care how good the peen is. Your children come first. This person left her underage minor children in the home alone, only to come home and her baby girl was found under a dresser unalived. The children had not eaten, obviously. And she's booed up with her boyfriend. And I blame the boyfriend, because what kind of nigga are you to know that this bitch, because you coming back and forth, dropping her off to come check on her kids, who you knew were minor children. And you didn't say to this bitch, you might need to go check on your kids and stay with your kids. Because I don't think it's right for you to be over here booed up with me with your kids who are 2 and 3 years old, left alone in a damn apartment. Obviously, you ain't missed no meals looking at the picture of you. And no, I'm not fat shaming anyone. For you to feed your children 1 time a day, these are small kids. Kids eat throughout the day, snacks, all that type of stuff. They need milk, water. She was probably dehydrated and everything. You came once a day to feed your kids and take your ass back out to go lay up with a man. Let's get into this.
Police were first called to this apartment building behind me by the victim's mother, who reported finding her daughter unresponsive under a dresser. Court records claim that mother admitted to neglecting her kids, who were living in filth. Here on the ground floor of this apartment building near Shadeland and Fall Creek, 2-year-old Skylar Gardner died Saturday night. Police claim the little girl and her young sibling were living in horrific conditions, with the apartment floor and walls covered in feces amidst a stench of rotting food. According to this affidavit, the girl's mother, Chantel Gardner, told police she left her young children home alone for several hours every day and night while she spent time at her boyfriend's house.
Clearly, the state has a good case to show that she was neglect of a dependent.
Attorney Mario Masalamani isn't connected to the case, but says while Indiana law doesn't specify an exact age at which a child can be left home alone, parents can be charged with neglect if they abandon their children, deprive them of necessary support, or leave them in a situation that endangers their life.
The law doesn't specify a specific age because the law doesn't want to specify an age. In this situation, you have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. Clearly, they're not able to stay by themselves.
Police say Gardner confessed she came back to the apartment once a day to feed her 2 kids and often found them covered in feces. Gardner admitted she knew she was neglecting her kids, but insisted she never physically harmed the children herself.
So in neglect of a dependent, you don't have to show that she intentionally tried to harm them. She just put them in a situation that it risked their lives.
While it's not clear exactly how the 2-year-old girl died, doctors at Riley Hospital say they found a large puncture wound to her neck and her whole body was covered in bruises. Finally, the suspect is being held on a $100,000 bond. She's due in court for an initial hearing later this week. Jesse Wells, Fox 59 News. Police were first called.
Why did she get a bond? She should not get a bond. What mind frame do you have to come once a day and check on your children like they're dogs, to feed them once a day? And when you came to see your children, they were covered in feces, which says to me, you didn't give them a bath, you didn't clean them up. Okay. All kinds of infections. Not only was it on your children, it was on the walls, trash and shit throughout the apartment. You left your children in deplorable conditions for you to go and lay up with a man. I can't even call him a man, because bitch, how the fuck do you even deal with a woman that act that way towards her children? You have some grimy ass individuals out here who should not be parents, period. Did the neighbors not hear these children crying? Because you know, children at some point in time, they're going to cry. You're going to hear noises. You're not going to see the mother. And first of all, the neighbors are not nosy enough. All right. Usually if you stay in an apartment, neighbors going to be nosy. You seeing the mother coming and going. You know she has 2 children. And not one point in time did you see the children coming and going with her. So it's an indication that maybe something is not right. So you're going to be watching and making sure that she's not leaving the kids unattended and or by themselves. At some point in time, you're going to hear the children probably crying because mama is not there. Several hours, your children are going to cry because they're scared of being alone. They're hungry. It's weird to me that nobody called 911. She called the police when her child was not responsive and she was found under the dresser. Your child was unattended, obviously trying to climb up on the dresser playing, and it probably tipped over. So you didn't become concerned until you saw that the child may not be breathing, but you were coming in and out of the apartment every day, seeing your children in the deplorable conditions, and they were hungry and unattended and missing their mother, who brought them into this world that they didn't want to be in, probably didn't ask to be in. But you had time to go lay up and get dug up in by, sorry, I can't even call a man. Stop putting men before your children. If being a parent is too hard for you, find a family member or take your children to CPS and say, listen, I don't feel like I'm in the right mind frame to be a parent. I need my kids placed somewhere where they can be well cared for, because I can't. Stop leaving these children in deplorable conditions. Children don't ask to be born. It just irritates me, y'all. And I have so much passion when it comes to children because I used to work with children. I'm a mom. I would never leave my child somewhere unattended. I would never not feed my child. I would never choose a man over my child. But you got some sorry ass, bitch ass women out here that do that shit for a man. And the men that fool with these women, they sorry bitch ass niggas as well. I'm sorry. I blame both parties. And even though he's not the father of the children, you a bitch ass nigga for dealing with her, for being the type of woman that she is, to degrade herself in a way to leave her children to go and be with you. You supposed to tell her, nah, bitch, go take care of your kids. You felt comfortable bringing her to the apartment to go check on them and come run back out, knowing the kids up in there, 2 and 3 years old. Lock his ass up too, because you knew about it. You didn't report the shit. You didn't report it, which means that you are guilty by association. Now, they said the daughter had multiple bruises on her. I'm pretty sure it didn't just come from the dresser just coming down on her. Something else was going on. But she has been arrested. She was arrested, a preliminary charge with neglect of independent resulting in resulting in unaliving, a level 1 felony. Court records revealed that Garner admitted to leaving her 2 young children, 2 and 3 years old, home alone, most of the time checking on them only once a day to bring them food and drinks. Then right back out the door to go be with that nigga. Authorities responded to the home on Newberry Road around 6:35 p.m. That's at night, on a Saturday, where they found a toddler unresponsive. Medics noted multiple bruising on the child's body and a puncture wound on the neck. A sweep of the residence uncovered deplorable conditions, rotting food, feces smeared on the walls, and trash strewn across the home. You don't even leave a dog in that condition. They'll lock you up for leaving a dog in those conditions, let alone a fucking child. You'll go to jail for doing some shit like that with a dog, let alone a child. I know those children cried when they saw her getting ready to turn and walk out that door to leave them alone. I know they cried. And you probably heard them cry and walk your ass right out the door to go get in the car with that nigga. You deserve to be under the jail. I have no. Let me get off this. I ain't ready to holler. I am not ready to holler. She right where she need to be. I'm mad that they gave her a bond though. I'm mad at that. The bitch do not need to be out at all. She really needs to have some type of psychiatric evaluation done, because bitch, that's not normal. It's not normal. It's a mother's instinct to be protective of her children. Even animals. Animals have more of an instinct and protection of their damn young over this bitch here. An animal in the wild protect their kids more than this bitch right here. And that's crazy. You a whole human being and you do some shit like that. Under the jail you go, bitch. I ain't got nothing for you. All right, let's move on to the next topic. Nene Leakes apparently is still struggling after losing Greg, honey. Let's get into that. It's a build-up, y'all. I promise. I ain't ready to yell yet. I'm not. I'm going to save all this energy for Carlos King and the rest of Love and Marriage Huntsville cast, because y'all, listen, they done pissed me off. All right? Nene Leakes, honey, she breaks down talking about life after late husband Greg's passing. I feel like she's running around just dating randomly, especially this African dude that she keeps going back to. What's his name? Naomi. I think she keeps fooling with him because Nene has this. Y'all know how some people have that complex of not liking to be alone, not wanting to be alone, rather. I think Nene is going through that. She's been with Greg so long till she doesn't know how it feels to not be without him. She doesn't know how to live life without being without Greg. So she immediately found someone else, and I'm hearing that she was with some guy even before Greg passed away while he was transitioning. I think that she has a fear of being alone. Some people have that fear. I think Cynthia Bailey has that as well, which is why she jumps from one man and one relationship to the next. She don't even care if she has any compatibility with that person. It's just the fact that they feel that void. I think Nene is going through that as well. That now that Greg has passed away, she's feeling voids in her life, and she's not happy, because she continues to compare these men with Greg. And I don't think she's going to find it. Greg was a very upstanding guy. He was. I ain't going to hold you. I ain't going to hold you. Out of all the men, all the husbands on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I got to tell you, I love me some good damn Greg. Greg was that dude. Greg was that dude. And I feel like she knows that she's probably going to never find anybody else like that. Let's get into Nene and what she had to say.
Really private, and I have a really small circle, and people don't know. Since my husband passed, I really feel alone and by myself, and it's just me. Oops, oh my God! I almost shed a tear. Let me get a napkin, Michelle. Ooh. Not I can't. Not by myself.
Y'all don't wipe that nose too hard. It's going to fall off.
Okay, hold on. I gotta fix my lash. So
All right, so you guys can see, she's still dealing with the death of Greg. Greg been gone what, 3 years now? Has it been 3 years? I think it's been like 3 years now that Greg's been has transitioned. Let's say it that way, respectfully. So she's still going through it. I mean, and that's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. You don't just get over grief that easily, especially when you've been with somebody that long. You bore a child with them. There's connections. There's soul ties that you get with the person that you've been with for so long. Greg was her husband. Greg was her soulmate. Greg was everything to her. Even though I don't like the way she treated him a lot of times, in terms of when she divorced him in order whenever she became famous and she started getting all this money. And I feel like I feel like fame changed her a little bit. She divorced him only to remarry him with conditions to say, hey, you got to sign this prenup or I'm not going to marry you again, so that she can protect her money. I don't agree with that, because you had nothing when you met Greg. You were a stripper when you met Greg. Greg took you out of the strip club and took your son in as his own. And you turned around and you did this to this man after years of him taking care of you when you didn't really have shit. You really didn't. She married him, and he was pretty much taking care of you and took you out of that environment so that you can, do what you needed to do and then become famous. And once you found fame, I feel like you gave him your ass to kiss. And even while he was transitioning, you were still dating, from what we're hearing. I say allegedly, but I told you guys about the young man that came forward to say that he was dating Nene while Greg was upstairs transitioning, and he was in their home while Greg was upstairs. And he was even going on trips with Nene while Greg was transitioning. Like, she would have somebody come and watch Greg while she would get on a plane and go with this young man that she was dating to, because I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like that's your husband. You should have been there, which you were there to the very end, but I feel like you should have been by that man's side. She was complaining about having to take care of Greg. I'm tired. You're supposed to be. The vows say till death through sickness and health. Bitch, you got to be there. I feel like a lot of this crying and stuff after the fact is guilt. I feel like a lot of it is guilt. I feel like she's kind of looked back on some things like you know what? I maybe I didn't right here, 100% give Greg what he needed while he was here. I feel like she's going through some guilt, stuff in her life right now. And I feel like that Naomi dude, I feel like he's a space filler. If she could have Greg back to be in that space, I think she would definitely want that back. I do. I see you guys putting it in there too. I feel like she's dealing with some guilt. And that's okay. That's okay, because it's something you can't make right. You got to do your vows, baby. If you vow, you stand there and you say before God you're gonna be there through sickness and health. You got to be there. You got to do those things, because when that person is gone, you don't want to have to live with that. She had to hurry up and sell that house that she and Greg was in, because she couldn't be in that space, in that environment. He transitioned in that home. I wouldn't want to stay there either, because the memories would drive you nuts. But she is still 3 years later, baby. She is still like this shit happened yesterday. She is still going through it. So prayers for you, Nene. Prayers to you, baby. Prayers to you that you could, cope with this. You might want to go through some more grief counseling to help you get through those feelings and know where to place those emotions, baby, so that you don't go crazy over this situation. All right? Let's move on. That go for anybody else, honey. Do everything that you can. Do everything that you can for your significant other. You take vows to be there for that person. Do that, so that you don't have to suffer that guilt later on. All right, let's get into this topic here. Shout out to the 708 watching. I just know we have 708 likes. I ain't even gonna ask. Okay, I know we got some people that's watching, and that's great. I appreciate you all for being here. Please hit the like button, okay? Please hit the like button. All right, let's get into this next topic. Some guys out here in Gwinnett County, honey. It says that the jury has reached a verdict in the Gwinnett County retrial for the unaliving of Bradley Coleman. It says that all three defendants, David Booker, Josiah Hewley, and Miles Collins, were found guilty on all counts. Now, it says that on Sunday, July the 10th of 2022, just afternoon, the Bradley Coleman pulled up to the Quick Trip child at the intersection of Peachtree Parkway and Peachtree Corner Circle to use the air pump. It says that is when a black passenger vehicle pulled up next to him. Gwinnett County Police say that one of the people in that vehicle got into Coleman's car. He was attacked and unalived. Now, it says that 3 people were arrested. David Booker, Josiah Hewley, and Miles Collins. Prosecutors believe that Hewley was the power, that Booker was the armed support, and that Collins was the getaway driver. It says that all 3 men were all members of the 9 Trey Bloods, which is a gang. It says that a violent gang known for stealing cars. All right. And I told you guys about when you are pumping gas, or if you're at the gas station, or even if you're putting air into your tire, always make sure that you are aware of your surroundings, because now they have it to where you guys are distracted. A lot of people on their phones. I keep saying, stop texting, get off the internet, pump your gas, and get the hell out of there, because they look for people who are distracted to pull up. They get a person to slide up into your driver's seat to steal your car. They get ready to pull off, child, while you got the whole pump into your damn car trying to pump gas, or they run up on you trying to rob you or anything, attack you or anything. You have to be aware of your surroundings. And that's what happened in this situation. This man was putting air into his tire. He was attacked. They tried to steal his car. Now it says that Coleman, who was a graduate of Norcross High School, but lived in New Orleans, says that visiting family in town, said that he left behind a young daughter. These guys attacked him, and honey, the judge was not light on them. Let's get into it, honey. And it was very disrespectful in terms of what one of these guys had to say to the family. I would have lost it too. Let's get into this.
Sir, do you swear or affirm that the statement that you're about to give should be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Shout out to Precise Ears.
I just want to let y'all know, man, Bradley Coleman, he was somebody, and he still is somebody.
And sir, I'm going to ask you direct it to me in the courtroom.
Yeah, y'all took my brother, my only brother. And it's only the legacy that my brother left that's stopping me from putting hands and feet on all three of y'all.
Hands and feet.
I swear to God. I hate y'all.
Mr. Coleman.
I need you to address what you'd like to see in sentencing and for everyone. Please do not address
He about to go off.
Look, lock him up and throw away the key. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman.
Come forward, I'll need to place you under oath and then speak to the court about what you like.
Excuse me.
The judge about to go off now.
Count 1, which is felony murder. Predicate act is aggravated assault. I sentence you to life without the possibility of parole. Count 2, which is violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive to count 1. Count 3, violation of Street Gang and Terrorism and Prevention Act. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive to count 2. Count 10.
He don't give a damn. Look at him.
Hijacking motor vehicle. I sentence you to 20 years consecutive to count 3. Count 11. Violation of Street Gang Terrorism. 1. Be aware of the time frames. Anything else, Mr. Clegg?
No,
Okay, Mr. Collins can go with the deputies.
Whoa. So he's walking out after he's been sentenced all this time with no possibility of parole. He turns to the family as he's walking out and he says, I hope y'all happy. Do you think they're happy that they lost a loved one? Do you think that the amount of time that was passed down to you is going to bring their loved one back and make them happy? This is when the courtroom is getting ready to erupt.
Whoa. The family of Mr. Coleman. The family of Mr. Coleman. The family of Mr. Coleman. Look at me. The family of Mr. Coleman. Honor Bradley Coleman here.
Crazy.
Honor Bradley. Be aware of the time frames.
One more time.
Anything else, Mr. Clegg? No. Okay, Mr. Collins can go with the deputies. Whoa. The family of Mr. Coleman. The family of Mr. Coleman.
Baby.
The family of Mr. Coleman. Look at me. The family of Mr. Coleman. Honor Bradley Coleman here.
Baby, if they didn't sit him down, he was about to fly up over there and get up on him. You hear me? How you turn to the family where you violated? This man just put air in his tire and y'all gonna come and violate and unalive this man. Didn't know him from nowhere. Shout out to the judge for giving them that kind of time. Hell yeah. All their asses. Everyone, I went and read up on this case. Every one of them got that kind of time. 20 years, like no possibility of parole. That means you're going to be unalived up in that bitch. That's where you need to stay because you are thugs. You're not going to learn your lesson. And obviously, you're not apologetic for the shit because you walk out and tell the family, I hope you happy. Like, damn. No, they're not happy. Shit. They are grieving. Just no remorse. No. What is wrong with our youth nowadays? What's wrong with our youth nowadays? To where you are just heartless, don't have no remorse for the type of shit that y'all do. Just demonic as hell. Right where you need to be, right in damn jail. You do not deserve to be free on the streets because you will do that shit again. Now, this family has lost a loved one. Obviously, they're very grief-stricken. The guy in the white sweater got up there and he really tried to hold back his emotion, and the judge had to let him know, yeah, let's don't go there. Let's don't do it. We don't want no craziness up in the court, child. That white lady that was over there trying to type up the minutes with the thing up to her mouth, baby, she was looking like, all right, now I'm here to do my job. But bitch, I ain't above running the fuck out of here if it blasts off now. I ain't got time. Okay. Like, y'all don't pay me enough for this shit. Like, damn, what is wrong with our youth, y'all? Pray for our youth, honey. Pray for the youth because they are crazy out here. I don't fool with these little crazy niggas out here. I don't play with them. I don't play with them because they disrespectful as hell. They have no respect for authority. They have no respect for human life. And they have no respect for the law. I don't fuck with them. I promise you I don't. I don't fool with them at all. Don't come up, ask me shit. Don't talk to me. Don't even. If you look at some of them crazy, they be ready to turn up on your ass. I don't fool with them. Period. Let's move on, honey. There's a new Diddy docuseries. I think we kind of touched on this a little bit. I saw this last night. Episode 1 has already played. I will be watching that probably sometime today. I'm gonna have to catch it. Chat, I'm excited. I already set my DVR to film the entire series because I saw it already out there, child. All right. So for those of you, go on and set your DVRs, honey, so you can watch it. It looks like it's gonna be really, really good. Baby, let's get into it. All right. Y'all know how I feel about docuseries and documentaries. It says that the fall of Diddy docuseries trends as viewers react to the premiere, honey. So it's already, y'all know I used to be on top of my shit, but child, with so many damn shows and stuff I'm trying to keep up with, it looks like it's gonna be really good. I went and looked at the when I put it up on my DVR to go ahead and record the series. I read up on it. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be good. Baby, everybody's saying that Diddy is a whole demon. All the shit that's been revealed with Diddy, I call him demon. Demon Diddy. Baby, it's gonna be good. So I can't wait to go watch it. So for those of you that can, child, set your DVRs and go watch it. It's called The Fall of Diddy. Let's get into it. After we share, of course. Y'all know when I get mad, I'll be forgetting to share. My spidey senses is on today, baby. I don't know if it's this tea I'm sipping on. Baby, y'all please pray for our youth, though. On a serious matter, pray for our youth. It's something demonic going on with our youth to where they are so disconnected with reality, to where they're just out here, child, just roaming the streets, just in demonic mode, just doing shit that they just so egregious. No respect for human life. Just no respect. No respect for human. Pray for our youth. Pray for our youth. Parents, stay in your children's ear and let them know, baby, the law is real, honey. They're giving out football numbers for these crimes that they're committing out here. For him to stand there up under that kind of time, we're going to move on to this Diddy documentary. For him to stand up there with that kind of time being given to him, 20 years for this, 20 years for that count, 20 years with no possibility of parole, this nigga just stood there like it was nothing. I think the reality is going to hit his ass when he get back to his cell and realize, bitch, this is your reality. This is where you're going to, this is where you're going to be for the rest of your life. Okay? And they're going to humble you real quick up in there. All right? By way of booty hole. I'm going to say it that way. Okay? That's going to humble you. That's going to humble you. Because you're going to go in there thinking you hard like that, nigga. Yeah, they're going to knock on that back door. Read between the lines if you can. For those of you watching me. They're going to knock on your back door. And that's going to humble you in jail. All right? I'm going to have to say it like that for YouTube's sake. You're going to get that knock on that back door. By the other prisoners that like to come in there, they're going to humble you by that way. All right, let's get on into this documentary, though. All right?
I've been quiet for 18 years.
I am absolutely nervous sharing what I've seen.
I can no longer just remain silent.
This is where I'm supposed to be.
Sean Diddy Combs facing a slew of allegations.
The biggest question for me was, has this happened before?
It is hard to overstate how important the Puff sound was to the 90s.
The thing about hip hop, it's not just music, it's a lifestyle.
But then there was the other side.
They did not realize the extent of the darkness.
Eventually, he's going to be shown to be innocent and will fight every day.
There just seems so much more to the story.
The truth will always find its way, even in the dark.
She has knots on her head. It was horrific.
He said, sometimes you just gotta let these hoes know who the boss is.
I see them both holding guns.
I'm fighting for my life. He said, I'm Puff Daddy. I'll eat your face off.
I always believed that I was the only victim. Why did I put this on myself?
There's a lot of people like Puffy in the music business. Exposing Puffy means exposing them.
All right. So you guys know pride always comes before the fall. Everybody also know that the documentary always comes first, and then that ass be found guilty. Ask the Pied Piper. That'll be R. Kelly. Y'all know that damn documentary came out. Where's his ass at now? Serving all them years in prison. Now he want to talk. Oh, they did it too. Bitch, we don't care. We got you. That's who they wanted. You. Diddy, with his demonic ass. This docuseries is going to help push that whole guilty verdict. Watch what I tell you. I don't give a hot damn what his lawyers say about, oh, we're going to be fighting and he's going to be found not guilty. Bitch, there's no fucking way. There's too many people speaking out. When victims start speaking out, when documentaries start hitting our screens with things that's been going on in this industry that's been hidden, a lot of the higher ups are involved, but they don't give a hot damn. Guess who they want? Diddy. Diddy is going to take the fall. The higher ups are not going to be touched. Diddy's going to be the sacrifice in this situation. Shout out to Cassie for kicking the door down and opening the door for women who have been violated for years by Diddy. It was Cassie that spoke out. It was Cassie's lawsuit that was opened up to where other women could say, you know what? Some shit was done to me too. Let me talk about it. Let me be transparent. A lot of women who've held secrets for years are being violated by Diddy, who was silenced by fear, will now get to speak up, will now get to talk about what happened to them, which will now get to put Diddy's ass out there, because that's what needs to happen. I already knew some shit was going down with that whole Danny DeCane situation. You could just tell the girls were in fear. The girls were in fear. It was rumors of him, rumors of people who were very closely to Diddy that heard Diddy say that he wanted to traffic those girls, allegedly. All right, so let's get into what some people had to say about this documentary. I'm going to watch it because I'm so excited now. Like, I feel like it's Christmas. Y'all know how I feel about documentaries. It's like a Christmas present for me. All right, so 5 minutes into the fall of Diddy said, holy ish, I am livid. That's what one person had to say. Another person says, Cassie freed so many victims from decades worth of shame and trauma and has spared the lives of countless future victims. God bless her, okay? I know that's right. Another person said, not Diddy kicking Aubrey O'Day out of the group, honey, Danny DeCane, just because she turned him down with his ugly ass. Says that this is wild, what all these poor people went through at the hands of Diddy. Hashtag the fall of Diddy. Another person says, watching the fall of Diddy, this man needs to be unalived, a painful death, Lord. Oh my God. Child, that let me know it's going to be good. If the people are saying this, that means I need to watch. And that means it's going to be good. It's going to be better than the survivor R. Kelly, I think. I really do. This next person said that my friends of the interwebs, do not watch this Diddy docuseries if you have a sexual trauma in your past. It says that Thalia Graves sharing her story plus Cassie's horror show. It says that I am physically ill. Diddy is a monster, a predator, said possibly a sociopath, and all of that. All right, it says that man said if y'all don't get into this documentary about Diddy, the fall of Diddy on Max, Says that this girl from Canada has voice notes of Diddy cussing her out and talking crazy to her. This ninja threatened to get her deported. Says that, yo, he was a menace to women and society. Who the F you think you are? Woo! I can't wait to watch it. It says that the hashtag to follow Diddy is definitely in a RICO case by himself, girl. Ooh, not by himself. It says, I know they're about to play all these videos in federal court. Get him. Because what the F? Says that men like him don't deserve freedom ever again. Woo, put him under the jail, child. I put that part in there. All right. It goes on to say there is a little bit of R. Kelly in all of us. Not me, girl. Hashtag to follow Diddy. Ain't no R. Kelly up in me, child. I don't even listen to him no more. All right. I don't give a hot damn how many #1 hits he had. I don't listen to R. Kelly no more. Hell no. He ain't played in my house. If I get in your car and that shit is on, don't mind me. I'm just turning the channel. That's how I feel about R. Kelly right now. Okay. Fuck R. Kelly. I said it right here on my channel. Any R. Kelly fans? Fuck R. Kelly. All right. Moving on. And fuck you too, Diddy. This next person says, fantastic documentary. Disgusting, but fascinating. Fuck you, Diddy. See the same thing I just said. We here. This person here just said the same thing. Puffy, Sean, whatever the F you call yourself, nigga. You. All right, the next person said, this man is truly a monster. And is. Next person says, Diddy is the devil, girl. What the F? See, they are, oh, child. That means it's going to be good. All right, moving on, child says, D Wood's story breaks my heart. Instead of enjoying what should have been the best time of her life, she was being shamed. Says that her saying, hearing her own music brings back bad memories is devastating. See? And y'all know Danity Kane had a lot of #1 hits. So hearing the music that she performed in Danity Kane makes her skin crawl, makes her cringe, because it takes her back to the place of where the things happen and the things that happened to her during that time and that moment where she was supposed to be in happy mode. Okay, hearing your music on the radio, she'd be like, oh my God, that's my song. But to hear it be like, oh Jesus, it brings back memories of what I went through, Lord. All right, so this next person says, I couldn't finish the last episode of The Fall of Diddy. Says that I turned it off at the pool table menthol rope story. What? It says that whatever type of monster I assume Diddy was, he is way worse than anything I could have tried to imagine, and then some. Oh, child, Diddy. It says that bring the, guillotine back for the POS 100. Child. Hey, y'all watch this documentary, okay? We're gonna spin the block on this. I'm gonna watch it, and then we'll discuss it. Maybe review it and talk about a few things. I'm gonna take a few notes, and we'll spin the block on it, and we'll talk about this the Fall of Diddy documentary. And for those of you that have watched it, you guys will be free to comment into the chat and let me know how y'all feel about it, okay? For those of you that have watched, has anybody in the chat watched it? Anybody in my chat, have you guys watched the Fall of Diddy documentary? Put a 1 if you watched it already. Put a 2 if you want to watch it. Put a 2 if you plan to watch it. Put a 1 if you've already watched it. Let me see. Let's get a poll. Anybody watch it yet? Somebody said they have watched it. I'm just late. I'm the only one. Y'all know I used to be on my stuff, but I have so many shows on my DVR that I have that I be trying to keep up with y'all, plus trying to keep you guys the show and all the news and everything else. Okay. So I see twos. A lot of people planning to watch it. I see some ones that have already watched it. Great. Please don't spoil it for me because I want to watch it. All right. I'm gonna make it my business to watch it today. Okay, because I gotta catch up. I have the other episodes that are already scheduled to record, so I don't want to be too far behind. I'm going to plan to watch it today because I'm only gonna be like on a half day today, so I ain't got a lot of shit to do today. I got a call at 11. I got a call I got to do at 11, and yeah. So I'm going to make it my business to watch it today. I see some twos. All right, so let's get enough people to watch it. So whenever I come back to review it and or talk about it, we can have a good conversation to where you guys can jump in and give you, we might do a panel on it. We might do a panel. I might open a panel for the Fall of Diddy docuseries, okay? Because I want to know what you guys think about it. Okay? Yeah, this says that I watched it on the ID channel. Yeah, that's how I have it, my DVR set for it to record for the ID channel. So yeah. All right, so I see a lot of twos. Come on, guys, let's watch it. Docuseries, they're good. All right, because I love information like that. I love stuff like that. Unsung and stuff like that. I love stuff like that because I like to know the backstory of things. All right, so let's move on, honey. Let's move on because I want to be able to get out my hollering in before I have to hurry up and get off here, and I don't want to rush it because I got my call coming up at 11, and it's got to be 11 sharp. So let's get into the next topic, baby. Let's get into the next topic. We're making good time right now. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Thank y'all for hanging in here with me this long, honey. All right. Okay, so one of my favorite rappers, okay, because he's an old school rapper. I love him, okay. Blow the whistle, girl. Too Short, honey. Too Short's brother. Too Short's brother was unalived in an attempted robbery. Okay, for YouTube's sake. Let's get into it, child. Let's get into it. See, these folk out here crazy. This is a praying time. Let's get into it, child.
Yeah, I have confirmed through sources that the victim is indeed the older brother of Too Short. Now, at this point, no arrests have been made, and police say that the victim was trying to protect a marijuana grow operation. Numerous sources tell KTVU the older brother of rapper Too Short was shot and killed Wednesday morning during a botched robbery at a marijuana grow operation. 61-year-old Wayne Shaw was shot at about 7 on 49th Avenue near East 12th Street. KTVU has learned Shaw was running the marijuana grow and sleeping at the warehouse when robbers used a car to ram the building. Evidence markers and shell casings litter the sidewalk in front of the warehouse and in the middle of 49th Avenue. Yeah, I have confirmed through sources that the victim is indeed the older brother of Too Short. Now, at this point, no arrests have been made, and police say that the victim was trying to protect a marijuana grow operation. Numerous sources tell KTVU the older brother of rapper Too Short was shot and...
So, press to Too Short. I know that has to be hard for him. That's his only brother. And of course, obviously, somebody knew about this operation that was going on there. Obviously, they've been scoping it out because how else would you know to come there and do what you did? This man was fighting for a business that he was pretty much trying to protect and or run. And it's unfortunate that he lost his life behind his own business. He wasn't doing anything wrong. So, prayers to his family, prayers to Too Short, honey. Damn. I hate to hear stuff like that. I really do. I hate to hear stuff like that. That's why you got to be prayed up, honey. You got to be prayed up when you get in these streets because these people are crazy. We're hearing about more and more people losing their lives every day. It just makes me sad. It makes me sad. So shout out to Too Short. We're not going to stay on that long. This the only rapper I know, child, that can do the same, perform the same song, and it's still all of that. Y'all know if you ever in the club setting or anywhere out and about and you hear Blow the Whistle, come on, baby, that's still a hot song. That's like my song. I ain't gonna hold you, honey. Camille make this booty drag the ground when Blow the Whistle come on. Yes, God, we will. That's my song. But shout out to Too Short. Shout out to Too Short, and rest in peace to his brother, child. Because this is a sad situation, all right? And this is definitely a praying time. Let's move on. All right. We got all of that. All right, let's get into this love and marriage unspilled news. All right, because baby, somebody say exactly. Yes, child. Whew, Lord. All right, let's get into. Let me get back to my main screen. Let's get back to my main screen, child. Lord. Yes, honey, stay prayed up. Before you walk out that door, honey, say a prayer that the Lord will cover you, girl. Because listen, evil is always out there. Yes, it is. All right, so for those of you that have watched, y'all know Melody Shari, honey, went live. She went live to put some things out there to let the peoples know out here, girl, that Carlos and the powers that be, child, Kingdom Reign Entertainment is out here on the bull-ish. They said, yes, Cameron, I've been waiting on this. Oh, I'm about to go crazy. I'm about to go batshit crazy. Do I need to put my banner, that other banner back up, that trigger warning? I got another banner. Let's put that up that I made. Yes, God. Let's get it up there, honey. Because I ain't about to play with y'all hoes today. Cancel. Oh, yeah, that's the one I need up right there. You see that going down at the bottom of my screen? Trigger warning. I'm about to act a fool. I need to let everybody know, child. Yes, we do. But I'm tired of Carlos and his damn kingdom reigns. His God complex. Y'all know he got a... Y'all know this. The caramel, calm down, friend. Diego, you already know it's about to be up and stuck right about now. Okay, don't be trying to pipe me down, Diego. Let me pipe up. All right. Get off me. Don't hold me back. No, nobody hold me back. I'm ready to go off. All right. All right. So as you guys know, Melody Shari made it very much so known in her live. We're gonna play a little bit of it here in a second. That these mother suckers, for the sake of YouTube. All right. That's my corporate cuss word. These mother suckers out here acting a fool over there on the damn set of Love and Marriage, damn Huntsville. Yes, God, they are. All right. All right, so as you guys know, Melody Address is being pissed off at production, all right, for the whole Destiny situation where Destiny put out there that that Melody and Martell was trying to groom her, you guys. I said, bitch, what? We're going to get into that. As you guys know, Carlos asked Melody to be her TV manager. According to her, she said no. So as a result, there's some retaliation going on. I'm gonna say it again. Melody made it known in her live that Carlos King asked to be her TV manager, and she declined, which now Melody is speaking on some retaliation in the workplace. We've seen it firsthand, where they've been coming for her. They've been he's been using the cast to I guess segregate Melody on the show, and in terms of making her the scapegoat. And I'm gonna call it workplace bullying. We've seen it. I've been seeing some workplace bullying, and the rhetoric, because I went to school, girl, the rhetoric that she used in her live makes us know that she is probably gearing up to sue some asses. All right, that's how you got to do. Sue a bitch and then leave. Sue a bitch and mic drop on their ass. Okay, Carlos been doing his shit for a very, very long time. We've been watching this shit in real time, where he's been using certain people to come against Melody Shari, and she's publicly made this known. It is on video. It is video evidence of Melody Shari letting Carlos King know, look, it's too much. It's too much. I don't feel protected. I'm the star of your show, bitch, and you ain't doing a motherfucking thing. I'm sorry. We're going there this morning. Take the children in school. Yeah, what time is it? Yeah, the children in school. I can cuss and do all that now. All right? Because I'm mad. All right, Melody also speaks on defamation. All right, Destiny, don't nobody want to do you, baby. I'm sorry. Don't nobody want your ironing board ass. Don't nobody want you, Destiny. So stop sitting here talking about somebody grooming somebody to be with you. No, ma'am. Melody already made it clear that she is strictly dickly out here. So, first of all, didn't you say Martell was like your brother? So why the fuck is somebody grooming you to be with Martell? Girl, don't nobody want that hook and curve, and don't nobody want your ironing board shaped ass. I'm sorry. Like, stop the bullshit. It's given that people are making up stories for storylines and to be cloud chasing. We're gonna give it that. You cloud chasing. Destiny, you shaped like a Mexican, baby. Melody don't want you. She do not want you. She do not want you. All right, so Melody says that she never really was really around Destiny like that when she did hang around her, except when she was like doing couples type stuff. When Destiny was with LaBerrick, she and Melody and Martell and LaBerrick, they would do like couples dates or whatever. So Melody was like, I ain't never been around Destiny like that, even when we were around each other like that. Melody also goes on to say that she pushed for Destiny and LaBerrick to actually be on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and that she never really fooled with Destiny like that. So Destiny and production, you guys, it's looking like they might be getting sued for some type of defamation. Y'all do know that production put up this post, and let me see if I still got it so that I can show it to you guys. Production by way of Destiny, because you know Destiny Child, she is fighting to survive and trying to stay on this damn show. Let me see if I still got it. I know I do, because I don't delete shit. Shout out to my girl Chit Chat with QT, because she already told me I could use the shit. Let me put it up here right quick, and I thought I uploaded it. You guys forgive me. I used to be on my shit, but yeah. All right, so let's let that upload so we can see the post that they put. Now I'm hearing that, oh, thank Jesus, it came right up. Praise God for you, Lord. All right, so I'm hearing that production have now taken this post down. It don't matter if you take shit down. The fact of the matter is that it was up. The shit should have never been up there. Let's go ahead and read this again, because I've covered this already. Shout out again to Chit Chat with QT. So you guys know, whenever you look into your DVR and they show you what the show is going to be about, it's called a synopsis. All right. Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 9, episode 30 says that Trisha finally Martells the truth. Okay. So this particular episode, they're saying in their synopsis that Kimmy and Melody argue over Melody's double standards, and that Destiny claims that Martell and Melody groomed her for a threesome. It says that Sonny joins the cast on stage to hash out her issues with Destiny. Now, Melody is saying that the fact that she and Martell tried to groom Destiny for a threesome is a total lie. And the fact that they did not fact check, because Melody said it in her live, and they just threw that shit out there and allowed it to be entertained through production, of course, and Carlos King's entertainment business. Carlos, you behind the shit too. Y'all ass is gonna get fucking sued. All right. Melody says, I will not allow them to disparage my character in Maurice's words by putting some shit out there like that. She's a businesswoman and her children they have access to the internet as well. So for you to put that shit up there and make it seem like that is something that she is behind, you guys were wrong. So I hear that they've taken it down and they've tried to change it now. Yeah, no, it's called screenshot. Okay, it's called screenshot. I'm pretty sure she has a screenshot of that shit and she can take that to her attorneys and sue the fuck out of y'all for putting some shit up there like that. Destiny, you are behind that as well. So Melody reveals that she planned her own baby shower when she was pregnant with Sugar Mama and allowed Destiny to be the host on the show for a storyline, you guys. She said that she helped her be on the show by way of asking her to fake host so that she could have a storyline. Now Destiny has turned her flat ass, the one that we've seen on TV several times in them tight ass little short dresses, where she thinks she's serving body and she is not. Okay. She done turned her flat ass to Melody to kiss after Melody has gone and bent over backwards for her to even have any type of clout and attention on this damn show. She never had a fucking storyline and she ain't got one now. All right. Now, Melody goes on to say that April of 2020, she left Martell, as we know. All right. She says before Every Man, which was around August of 2020, Melody still says that she still was not fooling with Martell or Destiny around that time, which is when Destiny is trying to allude that Melody was trying to groom her to have a threesome with Martell and Melody. All right, Melody says that production has a lack of due diligence and they do not verify things prior to putting it out. Melody goes on to say that when production types up buzzwords and they don't have proof and that they wrote a synopsis, which you guys see on my screen, she said that y'all are some fools. Bitch, if you think I'm gonna sit back here and let y'all put out some shit like that about me, y'all are some fools. If you don't think that I've already contacted my attorney on this shit, y'all some fools out here. That's what Mel said, honey. That means a lawsuit is about to be happening. All right, Kingdom Reigns, baby, is about to come down. And I'm here for it. Okay, where I sign it? Where I signed it to say I agree that his ass need to be sued. Yes, the fuck you do. All right. Melody goes on to say that it's impossible that she could have been in on trying to groom anyone. She says because Destiny or Martell, she wasn't around them during that time. She says that Destiny, of course, y'all know Destiny is trying to attach herself to Melody by saying that Melody tried to groom her for this said threesome. All right. Destiny been trying to get the Melody for quite some time. All right. She been trying to get the Melody for quite some time. That's why she took her ass on that girl's trip so that she could be around her and or record Melody on some bullshit to be able to use as leverage for later on. We know that. We saw her where she fake cried. She jumped up talking about like she was going to fight Melody. Then when the cameras were rolling, she wanted to make sure that shit was seen on camera to say, I love you. I'm sorry. On that stalkerish psycho bullshit she was on. And that's exactly what that shit was. Bitch, how the fuck you gonna stand up like you want to fight me and then in the next breath you sorry and you want to run up and hug me? Try to kiss a look like too on some shit. And then you're gonna tap on the ass in another conversation, bitch. It's given that you got some I don't even want to say it. It almost slipped out, Lord. You on some R. Kelly bullshit. All right. But Destiny keeps saying that Martell, like I said, is like her brother, but who is out here smashing the brother? That's some R. Kelly bullshit. So Destiny went off on her Mental Mondays about people accusing her of sleeping with or trying to sleep with Martell. She was mad about it. She stared into the camera, child. All 5 of her personalities came out and said, video child. And she said that's lies and she's tired of people saying it, but you perpetuate that bullshit because we've already heard Martell say at your event, which was the Big D Energy Field Day event, don't make me tell what we have done. What is it that you've done? What is it that you've done? We've heard you proposition Kimmy and Maurice, and I've said this before. We've heard you proposition Kimmy and Maurice for a said threesome when you wanted to go on a trip with them that you allegedly said that you were going to pay for, which you know your broke ass ain't had no money to do. It was all a fucking storyline. But you propositioned Kimmy and Maurice for a threesome, and now you are trying to up and accuse Melody, Shari, and Martell of the same thing. Why is it that you want everybody to be in on this dysfunctional behavior that you keep displaying? It's now making me feel like, are you this mad at Sonny because you probably wanted Sonny and Moses to be on some threesome bullshit with you as well? allegedly, hypothetically, and maybe. Now, Destiny went off, like I said, on this little bullshit, mental Monday bullshit. She sit over there on that mess. Every time she get on there, she's talking about Sonny. Why is it you can't let Sonny's name out your mouth? Why is it you can't stop talking about this person? The same reason that you can't stop talking about Melody. The same reason. But Carlos, you about to get sued, baby. You about to get sued. This might be Melody's last season. She has not made an official announcement yet. But, you know, when you read between the lines, a lot of times when you sue your employer, it's, you know, you kind of on your way out the door. Like, how can you still work for an employer that you sue? How? Maybe it's going to be announced at the reunion. We don't know yet. But she has not officially come out to say, hey, I quit. Fuck Love and Marriage Huntsville. I ain't there no more. Okay, this is her show. This is her baby. This is what she presented to Kingdom Reigns, to OWN, to Carlos King, in which now he has taken her idea and he sat on his Messy Mondays, and he said, my show. Y'all remember we had Dr. Heavenly on there. He's been hearing all the content creators and everybody else saying that he took Melody's idea for Love and Marriage Huntsville and turned it into what he wanted to turn it into. And he kept saying, my show, when he heard people were saying it was Melody's show. And we know he has a history of taking people's ideas and making it his own, like he's done with Candy Burrs. He tried to do that with her story for Escape. He did that. He did that with another young lady with Messy Mondays. I already talked about it on my show, where she already had the idea for Messy Monday. He ran ahead of her after he had her on ice for like a year and a half and took the same name of Messy Monday, which was her name, and turned it into his own podcast to monetize from it. Okay? We already know about that. But Melody says that she's been through enough. She said 2021, she had been through enough with her kids, with Martell, and she's tired of sitting silent, and I don't blame her. Melody says that Destiny kept texting her during the Monica concert. Y'all remember when Destiny told Sonny, and Sonny also confirmed this, that she did not want Melody to be on the same stage. She didn't want to share the same stage with Melody. She was jealous because she knew that Melody was going to upstage her. Destiny wanted to have this stage to herself while she got up there dancing off beat, trying to sing off tune, of course. That on 10 bullshit up there. I'm on 10, bitch, I'm on 10. Girl, you was on 0. You was on 0. Ass flat as a pancake with a whole bodysuit on with no body. Yeah, you were, girl. You was up there with a bodysuit on with no body. You were dancing off beat. You were off key. You looked a fool. But then Melody got up there and upstaged you. You got mad and you were fussing Sonny out. Sonny said it was like some weird stalkerish type bullshit, like some high school bullshit. Why you got her up here? It's supposed to be just me. Girl, let's continue. But Melody goes on to say that Destiny was steady texting her 2021, begging Melody to spend time with her. Says she want girls' time. I want some girl time with you. That's like some stalkerish boyfriend type shit. Like when you break up with a man and you don't want to be with his ass no more and he don't want to let go. That's what Destiny gives. Melody says that around 2021 that Destiny was steady texting her, begging her to spend time, girls' time, begging her to go with her on some type of trip or something else. Melody was saying. Melody said that she went and started ignoring Destiny. Most of her texts she ignored. Then she finally responded to Destiny after her constantly texting her. Destiny was stalking Melody and steady texting her. And Melody says that she pretty much had to cut her off. Okay? That she was still texting her like they were besties and she had to cut her off. Let me get back to my main screen here. Destiny's on some crazy bullshit. Some single black female bullshit too. All right. Let's continue because I had to take some notes, child. I can't remember all this shit. All right, so Melody reveals that Destiny texts her begging, can she come with her and her kids to some type of water park trip that Melody was taking her children to. That's how much she was stalking her. And y'all know the kids don't even like Destiny. They've already made it clear they don't like Destiny. They don't like her. But she was begging Melody, could she come and bring her son with Melody on a trip that Melody planned for she and her children. Melody said that she even used to watch Destiny's son-in-law for her to before while she went for some type of massage or something. Okay, she was trying to be nice to Destiny. She's putting out all of these receipts in terms of how she tried to be nice to Destiny before things kind of went left and Destiny started putting these lies out about her. Melody goes on to say that she wasn't trying to be hanging out with Destiny or hanging around Destiny like that. She said that so there was never a time that she was around Destiny for no situation like that to ever occur for her to be groomed. So she's trying to figure out where and how this whole description of her being groomed, where this shit came from and how this came about. So she said that Destiny had Mel watching her son while she was running the streets, you know. So Melody was like a babysitter, she was saying, watching Destiny's son, trying to be nice to her. All right. Carlos, of course, like we've already said, asked Melody to be her TV manager. Let's go back to that, which Melody told him no and declined. So since Melody said no, since then she's been attacked. All right. Things have been done. Things have been said on the set. And she's been set up in certain situations to film with certain people who we all know she said she did not want to film with, one of which will be Martell. All right. Melody was asked to be on the set for one of the situations. I think it was for Stormy's event. Y'all remember Stormy had like this little event or whatever where she invited some people from Bell Collective, some of the cast from Bell Collective to be there. Martell was there as well. Destiny was there as well as Martell's plus one. Melody had already made it clear that she did not want to film with Martell, at which production and Carlos King reached out to her, asked her to pull up there. Melody, I think she said she did away with something else she had going on to where she lost some coins behind that to show up to film for said event, only to get there and find out that Martell was there and she did not film there because she did not want to be on the set with him. So she lost some money over here and then had to come here and leave the set because she got there to realize that she was there, Destiny was there, and Martell was there as well. So she was blindsided by production. She was blindsided by production in that situation after making it known she did not want to film with him. All right, Melody says that she was trying to close the door silently. And she said God told her no. She's trying to close the door silently in this situation. Does that mean that she's quitting, that she's leaving, that she was trying to walk away without making, without sending up the flares to let everybody know that this was going on, this? She said she was trying to close the door silently. Melody speaks on the lies and disrespect and disregard from Kingdom Reigns Entertainment that she received. All right. We keep hearing about stuff with Kingdom Reigns Entertainment. Let's get into it. She exposes Chris Fletcher and Nell as being fake as well. I think I have a clip for that. Let's try to pull that up. Let's pull that up. I have a few clips that I want to, what did I order? Somebody said, thank you for your order. Like, what did I order? I be ordering so much shit, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, so let's see. Okay. All right, so yeah, this is the one I pulled where she says, all right, let's get into this. Shout out to Reality TV Girl. That's where we're watching it from. All right, let's get to my screen so we can share. All right, so here is this clip that I pulled where Melody is saying, she's talking about Nell and Chris being fake, all right? Nell and Chris being fake. I already knew that. I've been saying that I felt that Nell was fake as hell. I've been saying that shit. I don't know why nobody else could see it. So Melody is exposing Nell and Chris for being fake to her. And they were. So shout out again to Reality TV Girl, because that's where we're watching. Let's go.
Chris. Nell and Chris. Listen. I am in a season of my life where I only want people in my life who reciprocate. There is no gray area for me. It's black or white.
Period.
It's black or white. It's no gray. People wanted to know, well, why she asking Chris this if she don't care? Because that's supposed to be my friend. That's why. They ain't got nothing to do about caring. It's about, let me check some heart posture and some morals around the people I got around me because, I don't know. I need to ask a few questions because this might be, So it wasn't because I cared. Not about not about whatever happened. It's about you who's supposed to be my friend. That's it, and that's all. Right? So, that conversation that Chris and I had, right? I know because I was asking Nell and Chris.
All right, so you guys see.
Now
it's just a small clip, all right? We're not going to look at the entire thing. We'll be here all damn day. All right, so let's get back into, let's close that one. All right, because I have another clip that I want to show you guys as well. Okay, so in this clip here is where she's going to be talking about where Carlos retaliated against her when she told him no, that she did not want him to be her reality TV manager. Okay. All right. A shout out again to Reality TV Girl, because that's what we're watching. Let me share with you guys so y'all can see that clip. See, Carlos, let me tell you something about Carlos that I've noticed. Carlos does not like anybody to, I guess, supersede him. When it comes, if he lends a hand to help you get to a certain place, he don't want you to, I guess, blow up and be bigger than him. That's what I'm noticing. I think that's his problem with Melody. I feel like he, you know, kind of gave her this platform to come on through Kingdom Reigns Entertainment, through OWN or whatever with Love and Marriage Huntsville, and the fact that she came in and hit the ground running and has her fan base has blown up bigger than his. She's more famous really than him. Like, I don't think he liked that shit. It bothers him. It bothers him. So he's using the cast to attack because he can't do it as the boss. So he has people like minions, like he's a puppet master of these people coming in and doing these things to Melody, and he's able to throw them a little bit here and a little bit there. And I told you guys yesterday that Marceau slipped up and said that they knew about certain things, including the revenge piece, but they were told to be quiet. Who's telling you to do this? Who's telling you to be quiet? None other than Carlos. Like Tisha said, oh yeah, they pay me good. They pay me good. But then we hear people like Winter saying, nah, they ain't paying me. You know why? Because I will not march to the beat of your drum and do the illegal bullshit and the bullying that you want me to do. So when I don't do that, and I don't march to this right here, this beat, I don't get the, you know, the high checks that you be passing out. But whenever I, you know, when I can march to the beat of your drum and do this bullshit and this bullying that you want me to do to get these extra trinkets and these extra coins to bully people and to say things on set and to comfort people and to comfort their fan base, then it becomes a problem. We've sat back and watched Melody be attacked by this entire season. They've come for her fan base. What was this whole season about? The fucking millimeters. They've been trying to destroy the millimeters, not realizing that the millimeters is the biggest fan base of this fucking show. Who watched the majority of this damn show? The millimeters. You want to know why those ratings have gone down? Because they've been blacking out. People are not watching this show because of how the star of the show is being portrayed and are treated. Carlos, you're not addressing this when it's been shown on video at the podcast because you used her in that situation as well. You knew that you weren't going to sell the amount of tickets that you needed to sell in Huntsville. You could have gotten Tisha on stage to say, hey, I'm going to have my podcast in Huntsville, and Tisha's going to be the face of. 2 T Squad would have been in the audience. You would have sold out like you did. But you knew you needed Melody Shari to do that shit. So you call her up there to do that. And upon her being on stage to help you sell out your tickets for your show, that was not her show. She was the face of your show, the star of your show. And you get this woman up there and she opens up to you to tell you through transparency that she's tired of being treated the way she's being treated and not heard and being abused and not and all the things that you're supposed to do as her boss, as the person that you say, oh, that's my girl. I love me some Melody Shari. Yes, honey, raindrops. I love Melody. Bitch, you're a fucking liar because you sat your ass up there when this woman cried to you to tell you about what you were allowing on your show with Martell and everyone else that's, you know, behind the scenes doing bullshit. You sat there and watched her cry and be vulnerable after she's already been going in and out of court with Martell with a revenge plea that was going on in real time. She's fighting for her children in real time. She's on the set with people steady coming for her in real time. She's dealing with things on the internet with people making up lies and saying things about her. It's a lot for one person to take. She had a breakdown moment in front of Carlos on his podcast. And what did he do? The bitch called out Sonny and Moses to introduce them in the middle of her pain. Did we not see that shit in real time? But you want to sit on a damn video, Carlos, that I saw the other day and say, I was not fired from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Bitch, shut up, you were. I made a list of all the issues that I could think of in that moment, and I'm sure there's more. Of all the issues that we've had with you, Carlos. But before I get into those issues, let's let Melody tell you how she feels that she's been retaliated against. Again, shout out to reality TV girl. Let's listen to this.
So, there's a thing called workplace retaliation. And it's a legal terminology.
Period.
And it's legal terminology. And when you're asked something and you do not move in the way that your superior wants you to move, and then they begin to retaliate because of that. I'm going to ask y'all this question. Do y'all feel like I've been attacked this season more than any other? Do y'all? I want to look at the comments. Do you guys, again, I've always had my fair share of being attacked. That's fine. You know, I've been taking it with taking it. It's all good. But I want to talk about this season. Do y'all feel like this season I've been attacked more than ever?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I'm looking. I'm looking. I see some absolutely. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Hell yeah. I'm looking. Yeah. So there's a thing called.
All right, so we're gonna stop it there because she just putting it out there that there's some workplace retaliation, and it came after she declined Carlos when he propositioned her to be her TV manager. She said no. See, he knew why you didn't ask Tisha to be the TV manager? Why did you not ask Tisha to be her TV manager? Why Melody? Why Melody? Why ask Melody? You got a whole cast of people. You didn't ask Maurice. You didn't ask Marceau. You didn't ask Tisha. You didn't ask Kimmy. You did not ask Destiny. You did not ask Stormy. You did not ask, we can go down the list. Why didn't you ask Martell? That's your favorite person who you say you talk to every day. Not in no conversation talking to Martell. You say, hey, let me be your TV manager. You skip all the way over them. And the person you give the least fuck about, you ask her why? Because of the clout, the attention, and the notoriety that comes behind that shit. Tisha them ain't got shit going on. And you know that. You don't give a fuck about Melody, but you want to use her, further use her, like you've done. Like when she and Martell were going through it, and she decided to divorce Martell. Let's go back there. All right, then I'm going to do this rundown. While she was going through the decision to divorce Martell, Melody was contacted by production and Carlos to persuade her to stay in a fucked up situation for ratings. That would be her marriage. Why would you ask a woman to stay in an effed up situation with a nigga who done stepped out on her with multiple women who could have given her anything, who also had a baby on her and allowed his side bitch, we going there, to get on the internet and talk shit about her, the wife, and throw a side baby in her face? This is the same motherfucker who allowed Martell's side pieces to come on this woman's show. We're going to go there. to further disrespect her. But then you ask her to stay with Martell for the sake of keeping ratings up, when this woman has already said on social media and in her videos, in her lives, that she's had to be in her closet and cry and pray so she don't lose her motherfucking mind over this sorry ass ninja who she picked up from the streets, who had nothing, who she was on her build a nigga bullshit with when the nigga that couldn't even finish school. Sorry ass was facing 10 years for a ATM robbery, and she used her connections to get this nigga off so she can build a life with him, only for him to turn around and give her his ass to kiss as well. That's 2 ass cheeks that's tooted up for her to kiss. Destiny first, Martell, Carlos, that's 3. How the fuck do you ask a woman to stay in a messed up situation? Because that's how you grew up, Carlos. We hear your daddy won't shit. I'm going there. Who gonna check me? Shout out to Shari. Who's checking me? Not a motherfucking body. Because I'm mad. You grew up in a fucked up household where your mama took shit. So now you think that every woman that you meet gotta do so? Not her, girl. Melody said, not today, tomorrow, and bitch, the next week don't look too good either. No, I will not stay with this bitch for ratings and continue to put up with his bullshit so that you can get your pockets lined while I'm losing my mind. Put me down for hell? Fuck no. That's how we do that. Shout out to Melody Sharif for doing what she wanted to do and not falling victim to what her boss want her to do and be miserable for a check and clout. Because that's all that was. That's all that was. Kingdom Reigns Entertainment seems like it's one of those toxic. It needs to be called toxic reigns. It damn sure ain't no entertainment. I'm not entertained by that. I'm not entertained by that bullshit. At all. At all. Let's continue. Let's do this rundown. Let me get back to my main screen. Ciao. All right, so it's been brought to my attention that a Love and Marriage Huntsville producer for Kingdom Reigns Entertainment has quit. Did y'all know that? Now, they already had one that quit already. Let's go back to when Martell, because he already did a video where he talked about when Melody and Martell was going through their little situation. When they first started going through the custody situation, Melody was saying she don't want to film with Martell. This producer came forward to say that Martell was coming to him. Y'all remember this happened, and was begging him to put him in scenes with Melody. And he was saying, yeah, no, Melody was saying she don't want to film with you. Well, it sounds like there's another producer for Kingdom Reigns Entertainment has quit, you guys, from what was brought to my attention. Okay? We already know about Akeisha Cologne and Willie. They quit. Bell Collective. We know about JJ and So Gucci. They quit. Do y'all see a pattern of behavior? Everybody's getting tired of the bullshit. We know about Winter for Love and Marriage DC. She quit. We know about Monique Samuel. She gone. As I just mentioned, the producer for Love and Marriage Huntsville. He quit. Sonny and Moses. They gone. Candy and Todd then had to call you out, Carlos, for your bullshit. For trying to steal their idea for their show. And you try to be real catty about it and go through Candy's mama to get the information. And then she caught on to what your ass was doing and blasted you. Nene Leakes have had to call you out when you were a producer on Love and Marriage Huntsville for the shit you were doing over there and trying to make Real Housewives of Atlanta be a ghetto ratchet ass show with fighting and shit. And Bravo said, hell no, let that nigga go. Of course, we know Bravo fired you. Like you like to say, oh, I was not fired. Okay, let go. However you want to put it, bitch, you ain't there no more. All right, so Melody, of course, said that she was not protected on the podcast. So that's another time he was called out. He allowed Latrice Rogers to be exploited and or abused on an episode of Bell Collective when her husband was grabbing at her and being aggressive towards her, and they didn't stop it. He encouraged producers to continue to film a black woman being abused on his set. He allowed it. There were pictures, I got them in my phone right now, of Latrice Rogers' arms with bruises up and down her arms from her husband on the episode where Kingdom Reigns Entertainment came through and filmed this woman scared, where her husband was calling her a bitch in her face. Aggressive. Production didn't stop filming. They didn't shut it down and say, whoa, this ain't right. This is going too far. Carlos said, keep rolling. This is going to be some good ratings right here. At the expense of a black woman. So many families have been broken up, marriages broken up at the expense of Carlos King's Kingdom Reigns Entertainment. Now let's think about why he named his business Kingdom Reigns. I keep saying it's a God complex. Carlos, you talk about God a lot. Are you talking about yourself? It feels like you think that you can get away with anything because you are above any type of being checked, any type of accountability. Kingdom Reigns. Think about kingdom. When you think about kingdom, think about God, right? Think about Kingdom Reigns. Kingdom. That's God. That's connected to God. Anything kingdom related is God. Carlos, you have a God complex. Everywhere you go, you have a track record for doing the same shit. And it's no coinky-ding that everybody that I just named off on my list and all the issues that you've had, Carlos, everybody cannot be lying on you. Everybody cannot be making up shit and lying on you. Shout out to the 1,030 watching. Shout out to you, Carlos, for watching, because I know you watching. You watch us. You watch. Your face is on my thumbnail, so I know you're here. Bitch, I know you're here. Thanks for joining. Hit the like button while you're here. Okay? Yeah. So you can go on over there Messy Monday and talk about that shit next Monday. And I might be in your chat so that I can respond. Because it's high time that your ass get some couth about you. That you get checked properly for destroying black households. Nigga, you're a black man who's supposed to be a protector of women, and the majority of your cast are women, and you continue to do the same bullshit. You don't protect women. You're about $1. You destroy black women. You do. You destroy black women for money, Carlos. We're going to call that out today. We are. We are. Now, I feel like something behind the scenes is happening with OWN and Carlos with Kingdom Reigns Entertainment. From my understanding of the lawsuit with Maurice being involved in, they're saying that OWN may be ready to break ties from Carlos. And now with another possible lawsuit with Melody Shari possibly launching for defamation and workplace harassment against Kingdom Reigns and OWN, how much more will OWN put up with Carlos for putting them in a situation of legalities? How much do you think OWN is going to take? Carlos is a problem. They are not going to risk their platform, their reputation over this stupid ass show that's toxic as fuck, where the ratings are already fucked up anyway. The ratings are not as good enough as like Real Housewives of Atlanta and the other shows for them to continue to allow this bullshit on their network. Where else will you go, Carlos? You've been dropped from the biggest network where the biggest check was placed in your pocket, which was Bravo. So now you're over here on OWN and you fucking up again. Now another possible lawsuit, which there's already one already in place right now as we speak with Maurice for him running his goddamn mouth. And now Carlos is behind this mess where Melody has made it clear she's putting her foot down and she's putting the other one up your ass to let you know that she is not sitting down anymore to take it. She's exposing the cast. She's exposing Carlos. She's exposing Kingdom Reigns Entertainment for sitting back and allowing the abuse on this show to continue. Oh, yeah. Word on the curb is that Love and Marriage Huntsville cast have been made aware of a possible departure. So Carlos King, let me tell y'all what's going on. Carlos King has probed the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville to start getting their social medias up and running to prepare for the inevitable, which is Melody possibly leaving, if she leaves. They need to get their social media followers up. You know why? Because with them looking at Melody's social media followers, which is the millimeters, which have been able to drive this show and keep the ratings where it's been, minus the people that's been blacking out, of course. So he's getting everybody on the cast to get their social medias up to garner more viewers for this show. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Marceau. We've been hearing Marceau whisper this little thing called the Mars Soldiers. Okay, everybody's now trying to get a name for their followers, which I don't think he has enough to like millimeters. You guys remember? He said it whenever he went to, he tried to say it in a joking way, but he mean that shit. This is them fighting back. This is them. I think they had like a little secret meeting with Carlos because he did say he had meetings with them. He does go to, Huntsville, and he has a little sit down with them. A few of them he talked to, he loved the Scott, so I know he talked to them all the time. But I feel like he's let them know, y'all need to get y'all social media following up. So Marceau has, y'all know he's been starting to promote this Mars Soldiers bullshit, his following. Tisha has started to promote her mommy business, this T Squad, and now she started a YouTube channel. Kimmy, she's having a bigger presence on social media via her IG. She's being seen more on social media, more than she used to be. Destiny is now starting to do TikTok lives, her Mental Mondays, her Instagram. She's trying to be more of a presence to get a more follower. She has this infomercial now of her skincare line. She's becoming more and more visible on social media to garner more followers, which now pushes it to viewership for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Ken and Trish, they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're promoting more. They only were talking about working out. Now they're more so promoting Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff. Marquez is also on social media more. He's posting. He's also talking about his Crash Out clothing line. He's also hashtagging Love and Marriage Huntsville. Carlos is encouraging the cast to follow Mel's method of gaining followers by keeping up their social media following to keep the show going. I think they're afraid now that Melody is speaking out, now that they're going to need another way to keep this show going. If Melody leaves the show, that's going to be a lot of her followers that's not going to watch because they've already made it clear. You don't think Carlos watched our pages where people say, Melody gone, bitch, I ain't watching. So guess what? If she decides to leave this show, who's going to be watching? They don't have a bigger following. Carlos don't have a big enough viewership for this show outside of Melody Shari to keep this show going to where the ratings can be where they need to be for OWN to keep them on the network. And that's a fact, Jack. That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't give a fuck about no Mars Soldiers, T-Squads, Destinators, none of those hoes. None of them will be able to keep the viewership where it needs to be in order to keep Love and Marriage Huntsville on the air. Have y'all noticed that Wanda's been very quiet here lately? We haven't seen her on live. We haven't seen her on anything, YouTube or nowhere else. Bitch this, bitch that. What's going on with that? I feel like he's also doing something behind the scenes with her. We saw her popping up on his little podcast bullshit coming up, his little show. This is what I'm talking about. The same person that you allowed to attack the star of your show, you're now giving her a platform. Once again, this is why Melody said, I don't feel protected. Melody said, I don't feel protected. The same person you filmed and you allowed your camera crew, Kingdom Reigns Entertainment, to follow Wanda running across the parking lot to sneak Melody and put hands on her on your watch. That's what happened. He's also leaving the door open, I'm hearing, for Martell to come back next season, regardless to his upcoming court dates, which I think he's going to be locked up for the Revenge P. They're already in the middle of filming. They've already started filming. Now, notice at the vow ceremony, Martell and Marceau were back cool again. after Marceau had already made it known on national television on this season that he ain't fucking with Martell no more. He don't want to see him, know him, film with him, nothing. That they are done. It's finito, no more. I feel like Carlos was behind the two of them making up and, you know, getting rid of their differences so that Martell would have a way to film and someone to film with, being that Melody chooses not to film with him anymore. He's running out of options. The Scotts, is too many of them motherfuckers on the show. So if one don't want to do something, they have a little Scott meeting and all of them ain't in on it together. If Marceau is mad with Martell, all of them ain't fucking with them. Which means who's going to film with him? Carlos wants Martell on the show because that's his homie. Maybe lover friend, allegedly. So he's keeping the door open for Martell, even though he brings nothing to the show. He has no business. He has nothing going on. Martell has already said, if y'all are not going to film my real life, just let me go. He knows that's not going to happen because Carlos wants him on the show. So he's gone behind the scenes to make the two of them work shit out so that Martell will have a presence on this show, even though he brings nothing. It's amazing to me how they make up so fast after all the shit that he said. He called your wife a bitch and everything else. And now you back up in his face. Oh, you know, I can put my differences aside, you know, just for the sake of. Bitch, no. There's something going on. Something cooking. I can smell it. I can smell it. The pot is being stirred by Carlos King. I can smell it. It smells like chitlins too. And I hate them hoes. I don't fuck with no chitlins, but I can smell it. Shout out to Melody's makeup artist, Jay. It was also brought to my attention that Jay made it known in an interview or on a panel that he was in how grimy and how calculating and jealous the LAMH Huntsville cast are. Let's get into it. He goes on to say that Melody always shows up to the reunions when they go to California, which is where it's filmed, in her black SUVs, and which you guys always see. She always pull up. She always has two. Remember that. Her driver, his name is Carlos. You remember that. She introduced. All right, so according to her makeup artist, Jay, he says that when the cast drive up to the reunion, they always have Ubers and they get out of their cars, okay, and that they wait for Melody to go inside to her dressing room, and then they approach her drivers that she hired and or paid for to drive them up to the door so that they can be seen on camera getting out of the same SUV so that they can look like they got it like that too. They don't want to pull up in the Ubers that they paid for. They want to get in Melody's already hired and paid for driver service to avoid looking like they ain't shit, because they done got on TV and they done said it too many times that they millionaires. We millionaires. We millionaires. All of us on this stage are millionaires, according to Tisha. But y'all don't have money to buy and pay for your own car service. Now, after Melody, they said after Melody gets out of her SUV and her crew, y'all know she has one for her and one for her crew, the black SUVs. It says that the cast, meaning the Scotts, and I think Martell included, tried to get Melody's drivers to let them arrive in the SUVs to avoid being seen on camera in Ubers and to drive them up to the front door where they got to get out at to go in to go to their own dressing room. Y'all hear this shit? They want to be in camera view like Melody does when she arrives on Melody's dime. So it said that Melody's driver called Melody on her phone to report it to her, to let her know that this is what was going on. She didn't know because they already know, meaning the drivers know that Melody paid them. That's her service. They said that Melody stopped it immediately and said no, meaning don't take them motherfuckers nowhere on my dime, and I don't blame her. All right. So the cast, via the Scotts, probably Martell too, tried to use Melody's resources for free to stunt to pull up to the reunion in her car service that she paid for to look good on camera. Them broke bastards. Y'all see the shit that's going on behind the scenes? Carlos, with all the money that you getting paid through why can you not have car service for your people? Why they got to go and get their own Ubers? Well, we already heard Winter say that you don't pay people, that they had to pay for, she had to pay for a whole Uber to ride for a whole hour and something, where she had to pay all this damn money to drive from the set back home in the middle of the goddamn night. This is how much Carlos cares about his cast. Okay? This is why they hate her so much, because she makes her own way. And they want to have the same things that she have, but you don't want to work for that shit. How you out here hollering you a millionaire, but you pulling up in an Uber? Ain't nothing wrong with an Uber. Don't get me wrong. If anybody riding an Uber, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about people on TV perpetuating to be one thing, but you're not. And then you're trying to sneak and use somebody else's shit that they paid for. It's always the niggas that ain't never had nothing. The Scotts grew up with nothing, from across the tracks with nothing, sleeping on floors, sleeping on church benches. But then you want to get on national television and act like you that nigga when you ain't. Where your bread at? Where your bread at? Anybody can say they're a millionaire. When your lifestyle don't reflect it, then I got a problem with that. These are niggas that stay across the street from this fucking sick-go talking about some they millionaires, but you pulling up in Ubers and renting cars to look a certain type of way on TV. It's some giving fake shit. I said it the other day. Some broke asses. Same motherfucker who owe taxes and don't pay them. Getting sued left and right. Scammers. Love to yell out millionaires. Millionaire this, millionaire that. Staying in raggedy, broke down houses, driving in old ass Audis, but then when you seen on TV, you in Lambos. Make that shit make sense. Shout out to classy type ladies. Thank you, baby. Staying in a trap house with holes in the walls and no plug covers, but you a millionaire. Why folk come? We gotta hear these lies. Bottom line is, and we're gonna wrap this shit up. Bottom line is, this show will not survive without Melody. If she walks from this show, and I don't see how the show is going to survive, and I feel like she may be on her way out, because most people know if you sue your boss, it's impossible to then work for them after the fact. Anybody ever sue their boss and stay there and work? The shit gonna be mad difficult. They're gonna really be in your ass. They're gonna really retaliate after that. So how do you stay and work for a boss after you sue the fuck out of them? I really feel like she's tired of this shit. It's not going to change. It's too much jealousy. And I said it before. You're on the same platform that she's on. Make good use of it. But if you want to be lazy and sit back and watch other people level up and they get mad because they level up is leveling up and your shit ain't going nowhere, you have the same, you're afforded the same opportunity. You're afforded the same opportunity. Tisha, instead of you doing Just For Us from Just For Me, you could have been doing some real shit. See, you got to go back now because you had to take that shit down and go back and do something else. So you having to go back and backtrack over shit that you've done because you're not putting in the real work. Just like you do with your flyers. Every time you do an event, every flyer you put out is misspelled. So you got to go back and redo that shit. And it's so funny to me how they hate her so much, but every event you have, you want her to be there so you can get that clout and attention. Oh, if Melody is there, we know it's going to be popping. Oh, yeah. Tisha, they invited Melody to their little event. They sat back and watched her. Marceau, with his lazy, lying, hating ass, came to her. Melody's with mimosa, says, ain't this the same thing of what we're doing? Bitch, no. You forgot you only had 5 people there? Did you see all the people that was at her Melody's mimosa? Hating, drinking her wine, eating her food, talking shit about her at her event. Y'all don't ever come, according to her, and support shit she's doing. But then when y'all have something, you want her to be on the panel and come and talk so she can draw a crowd so that you guys can look accomplished. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Whatever decision she makes, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm rocking with Melody. Whatever she chooses, if she chooses to leave this show, I'm not reviewing that shit no more. I'm sorry for everybody that watch me and say, well, Caramel, yeah. I rock with Melody. I'm saying it right here on my channel. All 1,086 people watching me. If Melody walks away from this show and she leaves, fuck Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm not reviewing it. I'm not watching it. I'm not fucking with it. Carlos, you will not get a view out of me. I will not promote from my channel no Love and Marriage Huntsville. The only reason I do review the shit anyway is because she's on there. That's on period. I'm telling you that right now. I was mad as fuck when her children got snatched from there. I will not review. I'm saying it here. I'm going to say it again. And this shit is recorded. I will not review Love and Marriage Huntsville if Melody Shari decides to walk from this show. Shout out to you, always that girl. Thank you so much for the super sticker, dear. I'm gonna say it one more time, and I mean that shit. Spread the word. Call us if you watching. Whoever is watching, I don't give a fuck. Love and Marriage Huntsville crew, cast, everybody, production. If Melody Shari walks away from Love and Marriage Huntsville, I'm not reviewing it. I'm not talking about it. I don't give a fuck about a commercial about it. I don't give a damn I don't care. I'm not talking about the cast and anybody else attached to this fucking show. If she leaves this show, that's my loyalty. That's my right. I will not support. I will not. I will not. Okay, I'm letting you know right now. Don't come over here, Carry on. What time does the review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, bitch? Never. I'm done. If she does a live and say, listen, guys, I have decided to walk away from this show, no more. I put that on my son. I put that on my son, and I love him dearly. I will not fuck with Love and Marriage Huntsville ever again. Period. Who's a troll? Who want to be famous? Let me know. This is the right time, too. Who's the troll? Point him out. Point him out. Point him out. Put a 1 in the chat if Melody leaves the show you watching. Let's get a poll. And I ain't trying to tell nobody what to do. I just want to see if we're on the same page. Put a 1 in the chat if you plan to leave and not watch Love and Marriage Huntsville no more. Put a 2 in the chat if you plan to still watch. And ain't nobody gonna get fussed out because you do what you want to do. They say Miss Sparkle is a troll. Let's see. Miss Sparkle, you got 5 seconds to get the fuck out of here. I'm about to let off on you, baby, okay? If you in here on the bullshit, okay? Say Melody is not saving grace of that show. The show will still move on. Y'all some weak individuals. Before I put this bitch in timeout, let me let you know something, Sparkle. All right, since you want to be over here sparkling on my channel on that bullshit, obviously you know you in the wrong place. All right, I said what I said, and if you don't agree with that shit, there's the door. Get your broke down, busted ass up out of here. Okay, because you're not welcome here no more. Your ass is in fucking timeout. Don't you bring your broke down, busted, no edges having ass back up over here. Okay. You burnt butterbean eating bitch, you. Don't come back over here. I said what the fuck I said. I'm not reviewing it no more. If Melody walks from this fucking show, be mad, scratch your ass, do all of that, and goodbye to you, bitch, because you are blocked. Don't bring your ass back up over here. Did you even speak when you came in my house? Yeah, this is my house. Did you speak? Ringing the doorbell ain't speaking, bitch. Don't come here and talk shit. And yeah. Don't come here and talk shit. Nobody asked you what you thought about the show and what's it going to do after that. You can continue to watch what you want to watch. Watch this too. You see that? That means fuck you. That's where I'm at with it today. Okay? Shout out to always that girl. Thank you so much. Period. 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 I mean that shit on everything I love. Don't ask me to review shit. Don't you bring your ass back over here. You funky breath, chitlin, eating. Ooh, I got to catch myself because I want to be monetized. I did a lot of work on this video. Boy, them hoes come out. Boy, the hoes come out when the truth come out. Every time the truth come out, it's always a fucking troll that want to bring their ass up over here and be on the bullshit. But I got a call coming up, guys, so I need to go so I can prepare to that. I don't want to be on the call on this shit here. And I got to be corporate. I got to get back in corporate mode, okay? I got to get in corporate mode because I've been hollering and cussing people out. But I appreciate you all 1,000 and something you guys coming over to support the video. All right. I know. I see the ones, and I appreciate it. For those of you that put 2s, no hate to you because you guys do what you want to do. This is an open conversation, and I respect everybody's decision on what they choose to do. But as for me and my house, baby, if Melody Shari goes live and say she's done with Love and Marriage Huntsville, I support her 100%. I hope she's watching this. Baby, I'm going to send out a flare right now to let her know I'm done. I cannot. I will not put forth the effort to do it. I can't. I will not support bullshit. A bunch of weak-ass individuals. I will not. Okay? And whoever feel away, just got to feel away. That's how you feel. All right? Period. All right, but that's our show. That's our show. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Constant Covington. Thank you, love. Thank you so much. Pure boo. Yes. Thank you so much, Dolores Campbell. Go Caramel, go. We gonna go, baby. All right, yeah, that's God. Yes, God. We're not putting up with that shit. I'm tired. I'm tired of Carlos. I'm tired of the shit. I'm tired of that bullying. I'm tired of these people on the show with no fucking storyline. Y'all been riding her coattail since season 1. Since season 1. This shit gotta stop. All right. Shout out to Melody Cherie. Shout out to my mods, Bill Wilson, KBR Tyra, Scorpion Miss. Thank you guys so much for doing your big one in this live. All right. It said Bill, I eat chitlins. I don't fuck with no chitlins. Okay. But thank you so much to all of my caramelians. Thank you guys so much for everybody that gave a super sticker today for this chat. I appreciate you all. Love you guys all the way down. Thank you to all the content creators, True TV Podcast. Thank you so much, Purple Unicorn, Dear Retalk Show, Messy Hills ATL, Boss Lady Bring Girlfriend Chronicles, Sunny Days. Thank you, ma'am, for stopping by. Did I miss any content creators? Y'all let me know before we go, because I want to make sure I shout everybody out. Let me know before we get out of here, honey, so we can jam out of here so I can get ready for this damn call. Anybody? I sound like we at an auction. Anybody? Did I miss anybody? Let me know. No? All right, let's get it.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go.